How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to Set 6, and, well, we got a bit of a quick video for you here. So, Square Enix have revealed the games that are going to be a part of their showcase at Tokyo Game Show, and, yeah, it's a pretty beefy list. So what we're going to do is we're going to quickly go over each and everything that's on the list, and then we'll talk about the, the juicy stuff. We'll get round to the juicy stuff. Don't forget, hit like, subscribe to the channel. We are 89 subscribers away from 1K now, so, each video is pushing us closer, so much love. And a massive thank you to everyone that has subscribed. But anyway, let's get on with it. So we'll go over the rest of the list first, because, you know that the main thing that I'm here to talk about at the minute is Final Fantasy. Everybody knows that. But on top of Final Fantasy on the list, we do have Forspoken, Valkyrie Elysium, Star Ocean The Divine Force, Romancing Saga Minstrel Song, Diofield Chronicle, Nier Automata End of Yorha Edition, Harvestella, Power Wash Sim? Fair, Power Wash Sim, and Tactics Ogre Reborn. Now, there's a few games that, people are quite excited about in that list. I'm quite excited about a few of them. I think Forspoken looks like it could be really good. Valkyrie Elysium looks like it could be good. Nier Automata End of the Yorha Edition, yeah, cool. Tactics Ogre Reborn and the Diofield Chronicle are probably the two biggest ones there for me. Forspoken as well, I suppose, but Diofield Chronicle and Tactics Ogre Reborn, they look really good. We did play the Diofield Chronicle demo over on Twitch about a week or so ago, and yeah, it was pretty fun. A bit weird in some ways. There were a couple of things that I didn't particularly like about it, but it's a demo. We'll see how the main game looks. All in all, a pleasurable experience, and if you've not tried the demo out, download it, give it a go. So before we get to the Final Fantasy section of the video, which of these games that we've got announced here are you most interested in? Like, for me, like I say, Tactics Ogre Reborn, Diofield Chronicle. That's me quite happy. What about you? What are you into the most? But now we get to the juicy stuff. Now we get to the Final Fantasy stuff. The stuff that everyone's interested in. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. So we start off with Stranger of Paradise, and, there's already a DLC for that. There's already, the game is already out. So it's probably just going to be another DLC, I'm assuming. Hopefully they don't do the same thing that they did with the previous DLC, which was level lock it. So if you weren't at a certain level, in a certain gear level, you basically couldn't do the DLC until you went back to the game, played the actual game up to a point, and then did the DLC. That was the feedback that I got from a lot of people. I've not grabbed the DLC myself yet, and it's probably a good job because I've not done a lot of the harder content. I've not gone into Chaos difficulty or anything like that. I do need to go back to Stranger of Paradise and replay it a little bit, so if I had bought that DLC, I would probably be a bit annoyed. Let me know if you did buy the DLC and, how you were feeling about it. Was it an issue for you, or could you just jump straight in? Let me know. Next up, Ever Crisis. So finally, we've got to be getting a release for Ever Crisis. Like, it's been so long. It was indicated to us that it would drop before the end of September. That was kind of the indication that we got, because that was when the company that's developing it, their internal financial year kind of ends at that point, or something to that effect. And they said that they would have it, it'd be out by then. So, genuinely wouldn't surprise me if they announced at TGS, Ever Crisis beta tomorrow. You know what I mean? Something like that. That would not surprise me too much. But it would be good to finally get to, get our hands on Ever Crisis, see how much content they actually give us at the start. I would assume they're probably going to give us 2 pretty substantial chapters, just in order to give themselves a bit of turnaround time so that they can get, the next stages out, because it's going to be coming out in chapters, so I assume it will be the first bombing mission, and probably... Maybe we do get Fort Tamlin. We probably get Fort Tamlin as well. So that little first introductory mission that you do in Crisis Core, the training one, we'll probably get that. If that's even in there, we'll probably get that though. And then Fort Tamlin, I would assume. And with FF7 section, we'll probably get the bombing run and then back to Set 7. That's what we've seen a lot of in the trailers. So that's what I'd assume we're going to get to start off with. But all guesswork. Then we come to Final Fantasy XVI. Now with Final Fantasy XVI, we've already seen quite a bit of stuff. We've seen a lot of mechanical stuff. Yoshi P himself has kind of alluded to the fact that the next trailer that we see is going to have more of a narrative focus rather than a mechanics focus. Like the previous one showed a lot of combat. So yeah, I'd expect a trailer that's going to be, more on the narrative side of things, maybe give us more of an insight into I don't know, the different nations, the different icons, the different characters. It could be anything, could be a mix of everything. Let me know what you think we might see in Final Fantasy XVI's trailer, because it is apparently going to be more narrative focused. I would guess that it's probably going to be the final trailer as well. That'd be my, assumption, that this is probably going to be the final trailer. We might get one more early next year, but we'll see. Now with Crisis Core Reunion, which is next on the list, it's probably going to be the same trailer, if we're going to be completely honest. It's probably going to be the exact same trailer that we've already seen. The only way it isn't going to be the exact same trailer that we've already seen is if they decide to start messing with us. And you know what I mean when I say messing with us? Show us something in the trailer that shouldn't be there. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. But if they're not going to do anything like that, which I'm going to be honest, I doubt they are. I think they'll probably save anything like that to be a surprise in the game. Yeah, I kind of expect the same trailer that we've already seen. I don't think there's anything new for us at this point as far as Crisis Core Reunion goes. I'm not seeing it. And then finally, yep, it's on the list. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. So Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is going to be a part of this feature. I would probably guess that we're going to get the same trailer as last time. That would be my guess. If not, if they give us like something a bit more, what could we see? Because this is it, they've got to be really careful. Like, I've been thinking about this recently, like, when it comes to a lot of their other games, they can do what they want, they can show what they want, do whatever. With Remake, especially now coming into Rebirth, got to be real careful because, there's enough of us out there, and I'm not even just talking about content creators like me, I'm talking about people who played and love Final Fantasy VII. There's enough of us that if they try and pull anything, we'll be like, whoa, what are you doing? What are you doing? And we'll notice whatever they try to do. So, or we'll probably notice what they try to do. Some of us will. Someone will. You know what I mean? Out of the millions of FF7 fans, someone will go, wait a minute. So yeah, I don't know how much they'll show this early. Because anything that they do show is immediately going to start us talking. Like, if we see characters at Cosmo Canyon, then bam, we instantly know that they get to Cosmo Canyon. Do you know what I mean? Anything that they show us is kind of going to give things away. But then again, knowing that they get to Cosmo Canyon doesn't really mean anything these days, because they've already kind of said the order's going to change. Like, the order that you visit locations is going to change. So, yeah, I suppose they could get away with it, to be fair. As long as they don't show anything crazy, like a character getting stabbed or anything like that. As long as they don't do that, they'll be fine. So yeah, that's my take on what we're going to get at Tokyo Game Show, based on what we've been told and what we've been shown by Square Enix. Stranger of Paradise DLC, Ever Crisis, it's got to be a beta release date. Final Fantasy XVI final trailer, or maybe penultimate trailer. Crisis Core Reunion, exactly the same trailer, because what else is there to show us, unless they're really messing with the game, in which case brace yourselves, but I think it'll be the same trailer. And FF7 Rebirth, probably the same trailer that we've already had, maybe something new. If it is something new, shit's gonna get wild. Like, no joke, the YouTube's gonna explode if they start showing us stuff, which I kind of hope they do. But yeah, what about you? What do you think that we're going to get as far as like FF7 Rebirth, Crisis Core Reunion, FF16, Ever Crisis? What do you think we're going to get? Anything juicy? Do you think we're going to get any big details? Or do you think it's going to be very much more of the same? We've already seen all this, here it is again, remember us, that kind of thing. Don't forget, let me know in the comments, like and sub, but more importantly than anything, have a great day.